45% of US schools teach computer science, even though 67% of new jobs need tech skills. Similar gaps exist in China and Africa, where tech grows faster than education. Join me to discover how tech education, from coding to cybersecurity, helps people succeed. This is Techny Fire. Let's ignite your future. But first, let's check out the hottest tech news on Tech News on Fire.
First Bank has sponsored the Canada-Africa FinTech Summit, CAF 2025, from the 5th to the 8th of August in Toronto. Organized by Shegwino of the African FinTech Network, the summit brought together FinTech leaders, regulators, startups and investors from Africa and Canada to discuss digital solutions and economic development. With over 131 years in financial services, First Bank's involvement underscores its commitment to collaboration and innovation. 8 AI startups from Africa have raised over $1 million each this year, with Egypt leading by having 3 successful companies. Despite Africa's small share of the global AI market, estimated at $4.51 billion and projected to grow to $16.53 billion in 5 years, 2025 has marked a 78% increase in tech funding across Africa compared to the previous year. The release of open-source models is helping startups reducing infrastructure costs, allowing them to scale AI applications in sectors like logistics, healthcare, and fintech. 8 startups have raised at least $1 million this year. Infinilink, an Egyptian semiconductor startup for AI data centers, raised $10 million. Telecommunications company 9Mobile has rebranded to T2, marking a new chapter after 2 years of challenges. This change follows a strategic partnership with MTN Nigeria to enhance service delivery. The company's shift from green to vibrant orange represents a fresh start. T2's journey began in 2008 as Etisalat Nigeria, but faced a crisis in 2017 due to over $1.2 billion in debt, leading to its rebranding as 9Mobile. Despite attempts to regain market share, subscribers' numbers and revenues fell. At the rebranding event, the CEO, Obafemi Banigbe, acknowledged the difficulties faced but emphasized resilience and innovation.
Welcome back. Now to our spotlight, tech education. Join us as we explore how tech skills are bridging gaps and creating pathways for socio-economic freedom, also highlighting essential tech skills needed to survive in the tech world.
In today's digital world, tech skills are the key to unlocking opportunities and economic freedom. From America to China and Africa, tech education is bridging socio-economic gaps, creating pathways to success for youth everywhere. The statistics speak volumes. Tech jobs pay 20% more on average, with 97 million new positions emerging by 2025. Essential tech skills for today's youth include coding and programming, data analysis, digital marketing, cybersecurity, cloud computing, UI/UX design. Getting started is easier than ever. Begin with free online courses from platforms like Coursera or Khan Academy. Join coding boot camps or community tech hubs. Participate in hackathons to build real-world experience. These skills aren't just about landing jobs, they're about creating solutions, building businesses, and transforming communities. Tech education isn't just changing individual lives, it's reshaping our global future. The question isn't whether you can afford to learn tech skills, it's whether you can afford not to.
Good to have you back. We'll explore additional tech skills later in the show, but first, let's uncover some fascinating did you know facts about tech education.
Did you know? By 2025, 97 million new tech jobs are expected globally, highlighting the need for tech education. Tech jobs pay 20% more than non-tech roles, offering a pathway to financial stability. However, only 45% of U.S. schools offer computer science classes, despite 67% of new jobs being in tech. Learning to code is increasingly viewed as a fundamental skill. Women and minorities are underrepresented in tech. Education initiatives can help bridge this gap. Hands-on learning enhances engagement and knowledge retention. Tech education fosters essential critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Continuous education is crucial due to rapid technological change. Online courses and coding boot camps improve access to tech education. Finally, tech education in developing countries can drive economic growth and enhance living standards.
There's a whole lot to uncover in this episode of Techny Fire, so stay tuned for more insights on tech education after the break. Welcome back, Tech Fam. We are about to embark on fascinating conversations with two remarkable tech educationists who are shaping the future of our youth through education. First, let's meet Clive Akporube, a cybersecurity pro and Lekki hackerspace manager at Go My Code. Go My Code is an edtech education technology company which started in 2018 and now has more than 40 centers across Africa and Middle East, including 5 in Nigeria. Clive shares how they are equipping youth with tech skills. Today, we are thrilled to welcome a brilliant young man doing fantastically well in the tech space in Africa and beyond. His name is Clive Akporube. Welcome, Clive.
Great to be here.
All right, let's get to know you. Quickly, can you describe yourself? Who are you, Clive?
Okay, well, I'm Clive. I'm the Lekki hackerspace manager at Go My Code. Currently, I work with young talents. I help them move from essentially zero skills in tech to building real-world projects and achieving successful careers.
So let's get to understand your movement or your transition. Did you start with cybersecurity, or how did you find yourself in cybersecurity?
Growing up, I've always had a fascination for anything hacking. I mean, I'd watch movies and I'd see a man tapping on a laptop or a woman tapping on a laptop, essentially hearing things like, oh, I'm through the firewall now. Oh, I'm about to extract the data and stuff. And it sounded very, very interesting to me. So I decided I was going to be exactly like that. And I went ahead, I researched the topic. I scoured the entire catalog of Google. That's what it felt like at the time anyways. I learned how to get into systems. I learned how to create phishing websites. I learned how to hide my footprints. I learned essentially just how the tech world works and how to manipulate that to achieve certain things in systems.
So tell us, what kind of programs do you do at Go My Phone, and what really are you doing there? What do you teach?
So the term hackerspace is a special term amongst the Go My Code community. Essentially, Go My Code itself is an edtech company, one of the fastest rising and one of the best edtech companies currently, right, in Africa and the Middle East. We span across Africa and the Middle East. We're in about 7 countries. We have more than 40 hackerspaces. And as for what it is that hackerspace is, actually it refers to our branches in our different locations, wherein people could walk in, learn a tech skill, and then walk out with the economic freedom that it is they always wanted.
When you say edtech, that means education technology.
Yes, education technology. Essentially, we empower people in different tech skills. I mean, data science, UI, UX, cybersecurity, you name it. It's all on the website at www.gomycode.com.
So how is Go My Code system different from the normal education or normal way of teaching people about tech?
Okay, well, for those who are into EdTech, comparing them with Go My Code, what it is we do that is a little bit different is that we employ not just one learning model. It's a sort of hybrid learning model where you get to learn online, self-paced, and you also get to learn at our physical hackerspaces if you so choose, right? I mean, for those who have trouble learning just from a particular course online, I mean, I know I've had trouble over the years, right? I'd get a course on Udemy and I'd spend essentially so many months doing nothing, right? So we offer a learning platform where you could sit at home, midnight, you're bored, you need to actually learn, move forward. You could access the learning content, you could do your assignments, everything on there. And you could also come into the hackerspaces on the designated days to receive your trainings in person and with your instructor.
With examples, could you tell us how teachings of tech has changed the lives of people you've taught once?
Well, I wouldn't like to name names, right?
No, don't do
that. But
don't do that.
I can tell you, right, that a lot of our graduates, whenever they finish or when they finish from Go My Code, right, we don't just leave them hanging. We're partnered with a good number, in fact, hundreds of recruiting companies across our entire hackerspaces, right, trying to get them connected with jobs and internships by the time they're done. We've got people working at Cyberdome. We've got people working in banks. It's very exciting, actually.
Looking at the present landscape now, that's technological landscape, what do you think, what skills do you think people should learn now, the youths of today should learn for their tomorrow?
Okay, so I'd have to look at the current digital trend, which I'd say right now leans towards AI, data science, software development, and cybersecurity, not to mention DevOps as well. So it depends on what it is a person actually has passion for amongst those ones. They could lean in any of those directions. I tend to tell people to find a passion for whatever it is you're coming to learn, because that's what's going to keep you going even on the slow days, because there is a very real risk of burnout.
What is your parting message for the government of Nigeria, the people, organizations? What's the future of tech in Africa, basically, and Nigeria, and all over the world?
I'd say a lot of people are waiting for some sort of encouragement or some sort of permission for them to begin. I'd say first off, you need to ditch that mindset, right? And two, the government itself could help by providing accessible tech centers all over the country. They could help by subsidizing the cost, partnering with these companies, also helping by getting the word out to the youth. I mean, if you're to currently look at the unemployment rate of youth in Nigeria, as at last year, I think it was more than 50%, right? In fact, currently we have about 13.9 million youths who are either unemployed or underemployed. So the government could use this avenue of tech to essentially push people and get them to be employed. And the amazing thing about tech is it breaks essentially geographical barriers. So they could be earning in dollars while even sitting at home, and that cuts down the need to jackpot, which a lot of people like to do currently. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Clive, for coming on the program today.
Thank you.
I do appreciate you coming on Trailblazers on Techny Fire.
It was a pleasure to be here.
Thanks, Clive. And now to Kate Ebinum, Executive Director of Prime Innovation Institute of Technology. Kate helps young minds reach their potential through tech education. Join me as we hear about her vision and mission. To further the discussion on tech education, I have in the studio a tech educationist. Her name is Kate Ebinum. She's the Executive Director of Prime Innovations Institute of Technology. Thank you very much, Kate, for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me, Daphne.
So let's get to meet you. Who is Kate?
Well, as you know, my name is Kate Ebinum. I am the Executive Director for Prime Innovation Institute of Technology. We are a tech education business. We provide people with skills that they need to thrive in our current digital economy. We operate out of 3 centers in Lagos. We have a partner polytechnic in Delta State, and we also have a foreign affiliation with AppTech as well.
So what inspired you to go into education of technology, even for the younger ones indeed?
Well, it's not new. We've been around for 15 years and we saw a gap between, the opportunities that people have to get skills. When I say skills, I mean tech skills, and apply these skills locally and abroad. So the idea was to actually build capacity in the country across board, because at the time we saw that tech was coming, it was going to be big, and it's still getting bigger as the years roll by.
So what do you do basically? What can we have a picture of what you do towards the creating a better tomorrow for people?
So again, we are an education institute, so capacity development, things like website creation, UI, UX, cybersecurity, software development, how to use digital marketing tools, basically the entire scope. If I'm being conservative here, we have about 20 or 15 courses that for each one, at the end of maybe 3 months, 6 months, or the 2-year program, you have a certificate and you have the capacity to earn money for yourself.
So what challenges have you met when we talk about training people, young people? What challenges do you think is out there? What's deterring them to get better?
Primarily tools and access to opportunity. So when you say tools, we have issues like internet. We have creating conducive environments for people to learn. And we have the issues now that young people, they don't really have patience. They want to be billionaires in 2 minutes. So a lot of them are looking for quick money. That's even a third thing. But even though we provide some of these things, we see that it's either they're in a hurry, they're looking for a quick fix. Even the ones that are serious, we now have the issue of placing them with different businesses to apply their skills, because again, this is Nigeria. If you are not loud, if you are not very popular, if you don't have an extra leg, you might not be able to get, into some spaces. But we try to put our students in rooms where they can actually do internships and take it from there.
Okay. Let's have a picture of the people you've trained and what they are doing now. Where have they found themselves?
Wow, we've trained, for argument's sake, maybe more than 2,000 or 3,000, but I'll give you a couple. Recently, one of our graduates has been interviewed by angel investors in the UK for an application they created called Borrow Exchange. Now, what the app does is they want you to have the opportunity to borrow things against buying it. So you don't buy things you don't need. That's one. Then we have a lot of students who've gone to the UK and graduated with first-class honours. We have quite a few that are in Fortune 500 companies. Our stories from Lagos to London it's not even new for me anymore. I have students who've gone through my walls who are working in tech, in Silicon Valley, across the globe, and it's humbling, but I'm grateful.
Because when we were having a chat, you mentioned one of your students came up with, is it to look at the melanin?
Yes. Another one of my students came up with an application that can trace melanoma, which is skin cancer.
Melanoma, so
yes,
yeah, okay.
Which is skin cancer. Just from the picture, it will determine whether it is cancerous or it is benign.
Wonderful. So for Prime Innovations, PIT, right?
Yes.
What's the future? What are you doing now to encourage younger ones to come nearer to tech?
Okay, for now we're trying to, 1, gain partners. 2, we have an event coming up on the 3rd of September at QMB in Ikate, Lagos. We're giving about from 20 to 50% off our major tech courses, which is, software engineering, cybersecurity, web development. That's what we're doing immediately. But in the long term, it is to expand across board, because tech is here to stay. We've seen that it works. If you learn a skill, you can make money, you can change the life of your whole family and generation just from a 3-month course. So for us, it is important to continue this movement that we've created, ensure it is sustainable, scale it up to at least higher and global levels.
As we conclude, for someone listening to you now out there, a young man that does not know time is going, what words of advice you have for them that tech is the in thing now?
So it's not about it being the in thing. It works. Now, one thing I forgot to mention is some of my students always say it is very hard. But for anybody who wants to start, the most important thing is just walk through the walls and start. Because by the time you understand the basic concepts, half of your problem is solved. The most important thing is to start. Either start online, come to our center, get more information, because what you don't venture into, you don't know anything about it and you can't gain anything from it. So my advice primarily is to seek information and to start, even if you're afraid.
Okay, amazing. Thank you very much, Kate, for joining us on Techny Fire.
Thank you very much, sir.
Hey everyone, I hope you found valuable insights from our tech education experts. After the break, we will dive into TechWise for even more tech wisdom. Important update. It's 2025 and it's no longer news that those without tech skills are now being left behind. Today, 7 out of 10 jobs need tech skills. In every field, everyone needs to know tech now. Want a better job? Learn AI, data skills and coding. Even old school jobs now need tech know-how. Here's the truth. Tech workers make big money, but the sad reality is that many young people are not ready for this new reality. Every day, the gap gets bigger. Those who jump in early are succeeding, while those who wait see opportunities slip away. Young people, your future depends on tech skills. Learning coding, data, digital marketing, and AI isn't optional anymore. It's a must. And guess what? You don't need formal education. Try online courses, boot camps, and real projects to learn. Learn code, master digital tools, build a portfolio to show what you can do. Remember, the future belongs to those who know technology. Don't get left behind. Stay updated. Embrace technology. Stay wise, tech wise. Now to feedback. Thanks for all your amazing responses to our previous question. Today's burning question: how has tech education impacted your life or your community? Whether it's about gaining new skills, creating new job opportunities, or inspiring others, we want to hear from your story. Fire up those keyboards and share your experience at www.technifire.net or Dakbo Aruajoy at technifire.net. Your stories keep our tech flames burning bright. That's a wrap on today's insightful dive into tech education, where we have explored the power of skills in unlocking socio-economic freedom. I trust these insights have sparked a greater appreciation for the role of education in technology. So take that important step today if you haven't. Until we meet again, keep that tech flame burning. I am Dakbo Aruajoy, the Techny Fire. Bye for now and see you next time on Techny Fire.
veggies, but we want it tasty and easy too. Knorr cubes, that's the secret. Made with real ingredients like chicken, parsley, and garlic, and enriched with iron, so your meals are better for you and more delicious too. That's the cocoa. Let's give it some accolades. Change your world by changing what's on your plate.
The following is a paid presentation by ShopX TV.
Are you ready for a clearance sale deal that will transform your kitchen? Tired of spending endless hours in the kitchen, struggling with bulky appliances? Cooking should be a delight, not a chore. Tired of messy cleanups from kitchen tools that never seem to perform as expected? Do you wish there was a single solution to handle all your blending, chopping, and grinding needs? Introducing the CookX 4-in-1 Blender, the ultimate kitchen tool to revolutionize your cooking. It's a food processor, mixer, grinder, and blender, all in one. The incredible CookX 4-in-1 Blender comes with 3 versatile cup sizes, each tailored to handle a specific task perfectly. The CookX 4-in-1 Blender elevates your cooking, allowing you to effortlessly create truly smooth smoothies. No more stopping, stirring, or straining. Just smooth, consistent results every time. This adaptable blender includes 3 convenient cup sizes, each designed for specific tasks to simplify your life. The 650 milliliter cup, the 450 milliliter cup, the 1.8 liter cup. Additionally, the CookX 4-in-1 Blender features a convenient filter, allowing you to create smooth, pulp-free juices. The secret of the CookX Blender lies in its 800-watt motor, combined with a precision extractor blade, providing the power to transform ordinary foods into extraordinary dishes. And with multiple speeds, you get complete control over any recipe you create. Savory stews, delicious egusi in just 10 to 30 seconds, perfectly blended beans for a kara or moi moi in 1 to 3 minutes, and everything in between.
The CookX 4-in-1 Blender has been a game changer for me. It takes the hassle out of meal prep and lets me whip up healthy treats for my family in no time.
The CookX 4-in-1 Blender is the only blender I use in my kitchen. Its variable speed control lets me achieve the exact texture I need for each dish.
The CookX 4-in-1 Blender is now available exclusively on ShopX TV. For a limited time, we're offering an exclusive clearance sale price with up to 50% off. Typically, you might pay up to 350,000 naira for a blender that doesn't even break down and pulverize stems, seeds, and skins. But call now and get the CookX 4-in-1 Blender. Not for 250,000 naira, not even for 200,000 naira, but just 100,000 naira only. That's a saving of over 120,000 naira. Incredible! And that's not all. Call the number on your screen now or scan the QR code to order the CookX 4-in-1 Blender, and we'll also deliver the CookX 4-in-1 Blender to your door for free. But hurry, this clearance sale deal is for a limited time only. Stock is running out fast, so don't miss this opportunity to upgrade your kitchen at an unbeatable price.
Proceeding is a paid presentation by ShopX TV.
At TVC News, wherever the big news story is happening, we're geared up to break it. TVC News, first with breaking news.
Sorry. The last attack I lost almost in my own brother, almost in something.
Your relations?
Yes.
Lost how many?
Like that 20. 27.
27 members of your family?
Yes, my family.
It was a midnight attack on the 13th of June 2025 that shot Yelewata, a slippery agrarian community in Guma local government area of Benue State, north central Nigeria, to prominence unforetold and unimaginable. During that attack, hundreds of individuals were killed. A nationwide reaction followed the killings, prompting President Bola Tinubu to visit the affected victims in hospital. There and then, the president ordered security chiefs to restore peace and apprehend the aggressors. In spite of this order, the killings have continued. Barely 2 months after the June 13 attack, the daredevil assailants returned, again grabbing the news headlines. This time, they killed 3 persons. These killings on the 11th of August prompted women in Yelewata to stage a protest, blocking the Lafia-Makudi highway. Barely 24 hours after the latest attack, I embarked on a journey to Yelewata community, a village fast becoming Nigeria's most notorious killing field. I'm on a mission to feel the pulse of these people, to understand how best to bring an end to the killings. My first stop was at the headquarters of the 401 Special Forces Brigade in Makudi, where Colonel Kolawole Bukoye spoke on the Army's mandate to restore peace to the affected areas.
It's quite difficult, but we just have to go down to the lowest level to make sure and make them understand that peace is needed. Instead of chaos, peace is needed, and we're achieving that gradually. And by His grace, definitely achieving that very soon.
Set to proceed on our journey now. The CEO has graciously provided us with security. So you can see the soldiers are ready. Once the soldiers are ready, we are ready as well. By the grace of God, peace will not just come back to Benue, it shall be sustained. But as journalists, we have to get the job done. I was accompanied by well-armed soldiers on yet another visit to a dangerous zone. From Makudi, I arrived at Yelewata and met the brigade intelligence officer, Captain Kingsley Sunday, whose detachment is stationed in the community.
Where the incident happened yesterday?
It's the other side.
The other side, the side. So I'm going to take you to the scene also so that you
I moved into the heart of the town, driving as far as the rough terrain could allow us to visit the scene of the latest attack. As the road faded into a narrow footpath, walking was the only option left. Undeterred, I proceeded, and along the path leading to the farms, I saw homes abandoned by their owners, many overtaken by weed. Farmlands with maize, melon, and yam stood tall, untended and yearning for hands that once labored with conviction. Yelewata is located in Guma local government area of Benue State, the local government of the immediate past governor, Samuel Otom. This village came under attack once again, leading to the loss of 3 lives. Finally, we arrived at the farmland where the previous day's carnage took place, a thriving yam farm.
This is the slippers. If you can see the machete, this is the throat, the teeth of the thing that fell.
Oh.
This way you see the hands.
And see, this is the spot where one of the 3 corpses was recovered. We're talking about the last attack. 2 persons were killed and
3 injured.
3 injured.
Yes.
That's the confirmation that Captain Sunday is giving us.
That was...
It was where the soldiers were.
He's going, yes.
Okay. We picked up another corpse there. And then what happened afterwards?
That was before troops came. The attackers have withdrawn.
From the stories that you were told,
yes,
where did they come from?
This axis.
This side?
Yeah, and they withdrew towards the axis.
To my right?
Yes, you're right.
Do you have any reason to believe that they have cells in that area?
These areas has been on, we have been on clearance operation recently, and all these places have been cleared. So that is why I said alleged to have come, they came from this other axis.
It is suspected that they came from this side?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Why do you think these attacks are happening in this town, this village, Yelewata village? Why the sudden interest in the...
Most of these attacks are triggered, and then
triggered
it's a kind of some kind of reprisals and all those things.
For tat killings.
Yes, you do this. No, most of these happen because of the criminal elements in
both sides.
The locals. Okay, let's say the both sides.
Both sides, criminal
they
elements
collaborate
on both sides
to operate.
Wow. So at that level, they unite?
They unite to operate.
Bad boys on both sides find a way to work together?
Definitely, they work together. With all this...
we can see this is the farmland on which yam has been generously planted. One of the big factors responsible for rising cost of staple foods in our country is the fact that farmers do not feel secure enough to access their farmlands. You can see, as far as the eyes can see, yam has been planted here. And if farmers cannot access their farmlands, whatever they planted will ultimately perish. So we are going to be going into the heart of the village. On my way back, I met a farmer who was risking it all in front of his residence to harvest melon for survival. This is your house?
Yes. Okay. See the damages where they go. The people, when they do farm, they come chop all. You go that side, imagine they chop anything where they plant, they chop and all. They carry cow, come chop. Cow will be car. Nah, she ain't yan away no government go away to my hand. I got quarter every night. Now, Tommy in a chia,
While Yelewata's fertile lands brought bountiful harvest, the town's market also plays a crucial role in its economic prosperity. Yelewata Community Market, a once thriving hub for business activities, is now a shadow of itself. This market was one of the locations affected by the 13th June massacre.
They came and centered on this market because people ran away from different villages and were staying here. In the morning they will go back to farm because the nearby villages were not safe, so they prefer to come and stay here in the night. The entire family will manage and stay inside one room up to age 10, 20 like that. So that was what happened here. They came and sleep, and then in the morning they will go back to their farms and come back in the night and sleep. So it was targeted to eliminate the numbers, and because they also store their crops here.
Yes.
If you go to some of the rooms, you see that rice, yams, and some of those crops were burnt along the human beings.
I stopped at this now deserted market, welcomed by the sight of destruction that has left the market prostrate. Many of those killed in this market had fled their homes and found solace here, but it was not for long, as death sneaked in like a thief in the night.
These are market buildings, but because they ran away from nearby villages and were staying here, a room you see like this, people were burnt inside. Some of them can be 10, were 10, some we counted 10, Some burnt to ashes, we cannot even recognize them. Some, we are up to 20 in a room.
Okay.
Because the bigger ones carry more persons.
Yes.
Because they manage to sleep here, and when it's morning, they go back to their farms.
And this is a market.
Yes, these are
market buildings.
Yeah, market buildings. It's like a
So
store.
they were staying here like temporarily in those markets.
Yeah.
And then they were attacked right inside. Shops were reduced to ashes, personal belongings lay in ruins, produce destroyed, and lives reduced to bones and ash. So, you can see, up to 50 people were taking refuge here. They used a cutlass to force this door open, and then they killed the people who are taking refuge here. The attackers came when they were already deep in sleep, killed them and set them ablaze. When you move around, you see bones of human beings. Those are not things that we want to show the viewers, but you can see evidence of a bullet holes, you know, on the door.
Look at this letter. Yeah. Look at this one. You know, some of the
Yes. Bullet holes everywhere. You see bullet holes.
This is somebody's blood. Somebody's blood. This here is blood. This blood. The person tried to escape. You know, they tried to open the door when it didn't work, so they now pour fuel on it and burn down the window. That's exactly what they did here. They brought fuel.
Yes.
So they pour the fuel on them, on the buildings, burn it, so the people that were inside, some of them will try to open the door so that they can escape. That is where they were butchered. And then those that could not force themselves to come out were killed, were just burned down inside. People used to come, you see thousands of people in this market as we speak. Look at it now.
It's now desolate.
So if they can do something like reconstructing a market, it will still help us, because as you can see, people have vacated. Nobody comes to this market again because nobody even wants to hear the name Yelewata, because they feel that it's not safe for them to visit.
The store?
Yeah, it's a store. So people came with their mats and small markers inside, and 9 of them were killed. It was burned down. So they tried to break the windows. So they pulled some of them out and closed them. Some of them got inside. They managed to bring them out. There, it was 80 persons here.
8?
Yes. This very place. 8 persons.
8 persons killed here. The other place, 9 persons
So there was
killed.
a pharmacy in this place.
Oh.
Are you actually where you can? So these very buildings, they kill up to 30%.
30%?
Yes, these very rooms here.
This place.
NURTW, the water unit. We see that it has affected so many activities. Economic activities, no revenue will be collected.
Yes.
Again in this.
Since the market is
closed down. And this is a market that you see when you come here, it's like because it was booming.
Yes, bustling with activities.
Yeah, because the whole of this village is where they bring their crops to come and sell. But for now, you see, there's nothing happening. Sit down there. Some people were running and being shot.
As they were running?
They were running different places. So it's a problem.
So even local government revenue?
Local government revenue has gone down completely, not just here. You know, there are other markets too that have closed down. In other part of the town, we have Uday, we have Yobo and all of that, they are down. Nobody is staying there. Only the army managed to stay there. All market, all these small market that used to get revenues and all of that, they are all down. Because this is a market that in a day will get revenue of over 500,000.
Now you cannot get 50,000. You cannot even get kobo because nobody is here.
Nobody is coming here.
So if you want to come and collect revenue here, it means you are heartless. Is it the tree you come and meet to collect revenue? Is the people managing to sell food by the roadside for the community you want to go and collect revenue? So you see, the local government cannot even develop with this kind of activities.
Yes. Only a fruit-bearing tree standing within this market bore the signs of existence, wasting away in the absence of the traders that once sought refuge here.
In the course of our work here in Yelewata village of Guma local government, we encountered this tree inside the market where more than 200 people were slaughtered, according to the residents. We encountered this tree. The Yorubas call it Yeye.
Seeing firsthand the level of carnage from these two attacks, I proceeded to meet residents of the community hanging around for survival. The waiting arms of displaced residents yearning to tell their stories greeted me.
Okay. Oh no. Good to see you.
Those here have abandoned their homes to seek cover in the open field and on the corridors of RCM Primary School, Yelewata, where soldiers posted to their community are camped. The district head of Niev, Bernard Shower, traces this cycle of violence back to 2012. He says everything escalated in 2018.
They are still coming, attacking. 2-3. On daily basis, not only in what I hear, the whole of woman.
So this killing of 2 persons.
And
yes.
3. It's not 3.
It's 3, not 2.
Yes. No.
Okay. What's the reason for this?
We don't know. Somebody will stay in his house. Somebody will come and attack you and kill you.
Inside his house?
Yes. All of us were sitting here. They will come and kill us.
It's not on farmland that they're killing inside the house.
That of farmland is even different. Farmland is not even up to 1 kilometer. Backyard, plot. That these people who were killed 3 years ago, they were in their plot. They farm behind their plot. They came and attacked them and killed them. Half of this town is in Makodi, or international market, IDB Cap. Half of them here.
IDB Cap.
Yes.
The displaced indigents roll back the years. Paint that Yelewata community, once a place of refuge for other communities, now has its people as refugees.
For some of us looking at this attack, we are looking at it that it's those neighboring state that is here with us, which is Nasarawa. And before this attack, always been attacking us. Those people always from, some other times they always move from Tiana, sometimes they move from Giza, sometimes from Kadariko, and across this side from Doma, as they used to launch those attacks and then come to this place and they came and attack us. And the way we are looking at it is just because of the fertility of the fertile of the land that we have. Even some other times, last can I say about 4 months back, this the chief of the Kadariko, he has even sent some Fulanis. They came and they started clearing some other places, portions, which it is our own places.
For the women, including Christiana Aga, who could not control her emotions, the weight of displacement has turned into a daily fight for survival.
Hikungu hana akahera tine kwa gihera yeni zada se waikureke atinde hi plot na da namba yo basoja yagina laje aronte awapo jiji mwa bute awapo jiji soja nye bizenze hwaru hameshi be vahide o mama ki hwa mom soja shibi hide bi jemshimi shameshi mama se baave ahwa tankala aha nieni zanzange mama yere kere kwa soja ruwa o manye na zaga nyeru mba yasu soja police yebe mo bi follow mba yasu da to ko mba yasu
Sorry. Sorry.
Youths like Matthias are not spared by the attacks and its consequences, describing the situation as one crippling their future.
As an agrarian society, farming is our major occupation. And then we don't have access to our farms again, so we don't have anything to do. We are left hopelessly. Now, many youths have been dropped out of the school. Personally, standing with you here, I have to further, but then because of this, I am not, because I cannot afford to go further.
President came, he visited, and he gave a marching order that the criminals, the attackers, the hoodlums should be arrested and brought to justice. Until today, we have not heard anywhere on the news that these are the people that are responsible for the attack. When you wake up in this community and do not hear any sound of gunshot, it is as if that day it is not normal, because killing, shooting becomes the normal norm in this community.
The chairman of Guma local government area said people of the area continue to live in panic with 4 council wards under siege.
Since the president visited and left, I buried up to 15 persons at different parts of the local government. This is apart from the one we did yesterday. And as I speak to you, I'm still paying hospital bills of people who are injured on different parts of Guma local government. As I speak to you, about 4 council wards are in siege. Nobody goes out, nobody comes in. If we are going down here, you only see people on the roadside. What you see inside is quite different.
Beyond the tales of sorrow and lamentations, I sought to understand what they envision as solutions in the short and long term.
Pray for the government, bring us a mobile unit, establish a mobile unit here, so that they will help us.
I suggest that this mobile police should be a joint task force between Nasarawa and Benue. It shouldn't be about citing a mobile task force. They should be between Benue and Nasarawa. Let them be a joint task force so that we monitor these activities from Nasarawa and Benue, because they are coming from that axis. If you stay in Benue and they come from Nasarawa, strike and go back, because these are directions they strike and go back. So it should be a joint team. And then the soldiers and the police should also change their strategies. We have enough soldiers in Guma local government, even though we still need more, because as I speak to you, there are villages that no single presence of security, and the number of cows we have in those villages are too much. We must acknowledge that in other part of Guma local government, the soldiers and the police are working, they respond to issues. But in this particular axis, the soldiers stationed here, they are not working. So we call on them to change their strategy.
40-year-old Felix Orive is perhaps the worst affected by the cycle of unending killings. At the last count, he told me he had lost 27 family members to the marauding gunmen, including the 3 individuals killed in the latest attack.
The last attack I lost almost in my own brother, almost in some time.
Your relations?
Yes.
You lost how many? 27 members of your family?
Yes, my family. Yesterday also is my family. 3.
No, are they all the people killed were your members of your family?
Yes, sir. Also yesterday. And some of them, they have stabbed them.
Some of them?
Some 3 would have wounded them, taking them to hospital. The way we are feeling now, we are not happy. Even to sleep, no way to sleep. Look at where we are sleeping now. This church and this school. Because no way to go and sleep at home.
For now, life is anything but normal in Yelewata. The people of Yelewata live under the constant weight of urgency, waiting for timely aid and a lasting solution to their sufferings.
Around 7 a.m., 3 persons were murdered on their farmlands here in Yelewata, and the people are saying enough is enough. The people are saying enough is enough, and they are sending a message through me to the government that these killings need to stop. The people expect that sooner than later, the rampant killing of innocent people in Yelewata, especially women, children, and the elderly, will come to an end.
In a world where news never sleeps, we're taking a giant leap into the future. We at TVC Communications are proud to introduce a new era in news broadcasting. But first, let me introduce my special friend, Olamide AI. Hi, Olamide Human. Is it time to come out yet? Yes, indeed it is. And you can bring your friends along. Meet our new AI anchors, speaking your language and sharing your stories. From English, good day. These are the news headlines, to Pidgin.
Better country people, on a good evening.
Yoruba, Ekaro, Ekudede Asikoyi, Shidadalabayi, Igbo,
Ndewo, Auto Innovation, Ahambu Obada Samson Ejiro,
and Hausa.
Mutane na sanar da zuwa, sunana Rakiya Abdulkarim kuma kana kallon TVC News.
We are bringing the news closer to you, faster, smarter, and always reliable. And together, we are shaping the future of news for every Nigerian, everywhere. Innovation, connection, and trust. The future of news is here.
TVC News, first with breaking news. And now first in Nigeria with AI news anchors.
Every major news story is with many perspectives and layered with different levels of impact.
Honey, what time did this happen? We will be right there.
At TVC News, we follow the big and major news, gathering the facts, witnessing the outcome.
I am here live at the aftermath of the approval of the new national minimum wage.
We are TV Station of the Year, not just for breaking news, but for being first, fair and accurate. TVC News, first with breaking news.
At TVC News, wherever the big news story is happening, we're geared up to break it. TVC News, first with breaking news.
Express is here again, a celebration of creativity and a reminder of the power of the arts to challenge, inspire, and transform. It feels so good to be back again on the show. Welcome. First on the show, we bring to you Generation 7, the Future Masters series from the My Dream Gallery, Lagos.
Yeah, my name is Belumi Ayobami Ojegoke. I'm a sculptor. I titled this particular work Battle of the Mind. So there are a lot of things that is going on in our society that is affecting us personally. So we have a lot of negative and positive that is distracting our mind. So when I see this thing, I say, it's what I suppose work on to tell people that don't let anything that you are seeing, don't let your society determine where you are going.
one of the work I'm exhibiting today is I titled it Ajawa. Ajawa is a painting that showcases Lagos Island, one particular place in Lagos, which focuses on the hustling spirit in Lagos. So, like with effective brush works, the hustling spirit in Lagos. That's what I want them to see. How the environment really, how it really look like, and what drive people every day in Lagos. That's it. Yeah.
I do work more about allow dancers happiness, because I know that this life now we are now, people are smiling inside, but we need something that they will see and they will be happy, so that our environment, once they are seeing it in our environment, they will be happy of see these creative things can give them the joy back to their life. And I do use coins and nuts with some other discard products like some scraps things, little things together to form the figures.